Everyone is muted. So let's start with forms. Very recently, during the summer, Microsoft released the functionality of inserting a forms into an email. To do this, you create a new email and you will have this forms icon. This forms icon isn't by default in your Outlook. You need to download it, and to do so, you go into your Outlook and you click into Get Add-ins. You type forms and you just click on download and you will automatically get it into your email like this. Once you have downloaded forms and you want to create a quick form for everyone to reply, it's just for very quick and short forms. You click on here and you create your form. It's only one question, so it's mostly for questions like when are you available, who do you want to invite, things like that. So for this example, let's say, where do you want to have option 1, option 2, option 3. Your form is ready. You can only have one question and you click insert poll. You type who do you want to ask this. So I'm going to ask Claire. I am going to ask Tiffany. And the subject of the email is Paul, where do you want to have lunch? You click on send. I will receive the email as well because I am in copy by default. And this is what Claire and Tiffany just received. I can also reply. So I want to have option 2 for lunch, vote. And here I am able to see the results. Even Tiffany and Claire will be able to see the results. So this is for very informal polls. And you can also see the results in your forms in the Office 365 portal. And here it is. Where do you want to have lunch? Oh no, I clicked the wrong one. And thank you for answering, Claire and Tiffany. So this is the first one, how Forms interacts with Outlook. This is a very new feature. Now let's go into OneNote. As you have seen, it's possible to send OneNotes directly into an email, and you can also do it the other way around. You received an email and you want to store this email into OneNote. You want to copy it into OneNote. You simply click here in this OneNote icon and you select where do you want to copy this information, in which one of your notebooks. So let's go into Discover Future into section 2. And you click OK. So automatically, with only 2 clicks, your email was copied into your OneNote with even the attached documents. This document isn't in the cloud, it's saved in your computer, so you can do co-edition, but the OneNote stores whatever you received in your email. And also, as I have showed you before, but I'm going to show it again very fast, you can retrieve meeting details from your Outlook. So for example, today's meeting at 9:30. I get all the information of the meeting. I can take my notes in here. And when I'm done, I can share my notes with the meeting assistants. So I click on here, email page, and I get my email to the meeting assistants and the notes that I had in my OneNote. Now let's go into OneDrive. With OneDrive, you can attach OneDrive documents into Outlook. So you create a new email And as usual, you click on Attach File. But as you can see with this new version, you get your recent items, the ones that you just opened. And you can also attach documents. If you click in Browse Web Locations, you can attach documents from your OneDrive or from your Teams. Here, those are different Teams channels that I have. So for this example, let's attach something from my OneDrive. I click on OneDrive. This is a great functionality for sending heavy files. You're not sending the actual copy of the file, but a link towards the file. But this looks very much alike to the usual way we do things. So here you are in your OneDrive, Club Med OneDrive, and I want to send this file that is very heavy, 27K. So I click on it, I click on Insert, and here I get the question, do I want to share a link towards the file or attach it as a copy? Since it's a heavy file and I want to do co-edition with my colleagues, I will share the link and not attach a copy. So I share the link to who I want to send it to. And careful, by default, the document is set as recipients can edit. Of course, you can modify this just by clicking on here, change permissions, and you can define who can edit and who can view your file. So in this case, I just want people from Club Med to view the file. I have changed the permissions of my document. I send the document and send. This is one way of sharing links of a file. You're staying in your Outlook environment. You just have to be careful of changing the modification rights, but you can also insert a link by copying the hyperlink. So to do this, you go into your OneDrive, my OneDrive Explorer, and I select the file that I want to share. For example, this presentation. I want to copy the link, so I click on Share. And I am going to share it with everyone, to create a link that anyone can open. So I click on here, I say apply, and then I copy the link towards the file. I copy it, and I can insert it in a mail. This one is good when you want to share a lot of files in a single email. You just type a lot of the name of the file and you link it. And here you right click, link, and you copy the link that you just copied. You paste the link that you just copied, and there it goes. So it's more or less the same as the last time, but in this opportunity, you have to go into your OneDrive environment to retrieve the link. You can also directly save attached files that you have received in your OneDrive. So I got this attachment that I want to store in my OneDrive. I click on here in the arrow, and I click on Upload. I select OneDrive, and now the document is being saved into my OneDrive. It is saved. Unfortunately, the document, you're not able to choose where exactly in your OneDrive you want to save it. It goes just in your main folder. So be careful afterwards. You have to make sure it's in the right place. And I want to show it. Here it is. The file that I just saved at 11:11. And finally, the last functionality that I hope that all of you already know is Teams, how you can insert a Teams link into an Outlook meeting. So you go into your meetings, create a new meeting, and here, Teams meeting, you insert the link. And you can also join meetings directly from Outlook. So for this meeting, for example, I clicked in join the meeting, and I started the Discovery Future. That's all for today. Please let me know if you have any questions in our chat as we usually do. No questions? That is so Jessica's question, why in some teams invitation there is a telephone number? That's because of the license. If you have the L5 license, you will get the telephone number. If you don't, you won't get it. And as I understand, most of us have the L3. Only the high level, the managers have the L5. Yeah. Any other question? Today's session was quite quick. Okay, Angel, so if anyone else has any questions, that's it for today, and I will see you next week for the next Discover Future. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.